It's 6:49 and the finance committee is now in session. Basically, are we going to approve everything that you talked about previously, or how do you want to do that?
I think that's what we should do is kind of, well, a lot of it was approved already in
Right.
previous finance.
Right.
The only thing that wasn't approved was the interim police chief and interim fire chief position. I mean,
And the health insurance.
and no health insurance.
No, I'm sorry, the health insurance ordinance.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yeah.
That's okay.
Which that was I have this one written here.
I came with
Oh,
copies.
it's ordinance 2623.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say I came with copies if nobody has one.
yeah, no, everybody should have a copy of the ordinance. And okay, so ordinance 2423 is an ordinance that is creating a position for an interim chief of police and interim chief of fire with a salary of $58,000 on an interim month-to-month basis. So I would like to get that position amount approved.
Okay. Any problems with the committee approving this? Okay, I agree. The other committee.
Yeah, I guess I raised my concern in the last meeting. So.
Okay. Tony,
I don't have any issues.
it's passed.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for passing that ordinance, for the finance part of that ordinance. And just for, I guess, clarity, we should, in ordinance 2523, we've added the staffing salary for the interim chief of police or chief of fire for $58,000. And then the salary bands for the chief of police and the chief of fire have been set for $58,000 to $75,000 annually. Also, in the staffing ordinance, we've added a pay scale for an administrative assistant. Step 1, 14, step 2, 15, step 3, 16, based on that person's experience. And we've also, in line 14, indicated part-time employees shall be offered dental, eye, and life. Health insurance will not be offered for part-time employees.
Do we have any discussion, sir?
No, I don't at this time.
Okay, I agree to the terms here that the city manager has given us, sir.
Okay.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
So the position before, when it was combined, the administrative portion came from general water and sewer split by thirds. Is the committee's intention to just leave that? I just want to make sure we're not changing the way we actually fund the position, since it's changing.
That was talked about in the previous committee meeting, and that was going to stay the same as it's been previously funded.
Gotcha.
Yes, good point.
I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want
Yeah,
to
thank you.
presume.
Right. So the next item that we want to discuss, oh, I'm sorry.
Agreed,
Yes.
Tony,
At this point.
Yeah, at this point, yes.
it's passed.
So I'm gonna let Taylor, we have an ordinance, it's 26-23 that we're gonna be presenting at council tonight. It's basically an ordinance authorizing the city auditor to renew the Ohio Small Groups Pool and to approve a rate increase to the amount of 5.42%. declaring an emergency. You want to explain in layman's terms for council what that means?
Yeah. The quick version, since we're running out of time, is city manager and I attended the consortium board meeting on Thursday, I think it was, maybe Friday. And the consortium is, we self-insure, we pay cash into an account with a group of other folks. They pay out the medical premiums. The average increase across the consortium is almost 19% this year. Our suggested increase was over 11%, but because the city has prepared well in the last couple of years by raising the rate 2 to 3% in years we could have done 0, the consortium suggests we do 5.42% starting June 1st, which will be less than a third of the group's average increase. So council is, of course, has the availability to shop around for insurance. However, it's about a 6 to 12 month process. So you don't shop, employers can't really shop at renewal time. You have to shop much in advance. In fact, we're contractually obligated to notify them at least 6 months in advance that we found somebody else. So this is just my blanket explanation. This is our terms. If council's unsatisfied, they can move forward with future options, but at the moment, these are
Who
our.
is this insurance with?
It's called Ohio Small Groups Pool, and it's not a company, so we don't actually have insurance. It's a consortium where we self-insure, where the premiums we pay also pay the bills that our employees incur, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And we just added a new village. They didn't say on the board meeting, I don't think, Bernie, but they weren't there last time, so we just added the new village. So we're one of the only parts of the group that's actually growing because our premium growth has been so low. 2 years ago it was 0%, last year was 3%, and this year, like I said, is 5.42. That's the quick version. It's like an hour-long meeting. That's the Cliff Notes.
Any discussion?
Nope, I'm good with that.
Tony?
I'm good.
Wisconsin?
Thank you.
2723.
Okay, well, are we adjourning this meeting? Because I got to open up another meeting.
This is an ordinance amending the 2023 appropriations ordinance to appropriate from the unappropriated balance to the following: the sum of $32,000.00 from unappropriated balance to the line item 600-200-67596 Fire Department Equipment Line Fund and declaring an emergency. Whereas the city fire department needs to replenish.
I don't think we need to read that
Yeah,
right now.
no. That's
No.
not for-
So that's going to come up in council.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
What's you do?
So I think for now, the items that needed to kind of be approved by finance have been approved.
Okay.
All those other appropriations were already approved in the previous meeting at the council level. We just needed to get the ordinance written.
So we will close the finance committee at 8:57.
6:59.
What? I'm sorry.